Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, we are having a Psychic Day, and I have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
Hi,
And
Kelly.
I have my co-host.
Hi.
I have my other co-host, Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
I must say these two have worked so hard. I tell you, it's just the past few days. It's amazing. I know it's hard to be. I know it just does get frustrating at times, but they work so hard. And our psychic for the Psychic Day is Karen Page. Are you there, Karen?
I'm here again.
Hi.
It is
Yay,
lovely to be
Karen.
back. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you too.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, thank you. How's
my
everybody?
goodness, you guys. Oh, my goodness. Can I just say something? I don't mean to take over right in the front of the show in the beginning, but
That's okay.
I talked
That's
to
okay.
I talked to the apartment manager here, and remember yesterday's show when there was
yes.
a death. It was ghost stories, and so I saw her. Her name's Priscilla, and I asked her what was going on over there, and she's like, "I can't tell anything. I cannot give any information."
Oh, my
So
goodness.
then I just started to talk about my show, and, she loves me because my daughter's name is Priscilla, so it was that instant connection.
Well,
a couple months.
yeah.
Right. And so I got that going for me. So then she goes, "Hey, can I talk to you outside?" Whoa. Okay. We went outside, and I said, well, the policeman was giving me some information, and he said, I asked, was it a family? Was it a single mom? Was it an elderly? Who was this guy? Guy. Lo and behold, I knew something wasn't working because remember, I really saw that ghost as a female. And she said, I said, was it a male or female? And I said, was it a female? And she nodded. Like if you don't actually say it verbally, then you're not really lying. But,
That's an interesting concept.
Right? That's what I know people do that. And so,
that's hilarious.
Yeah. And I got that one tidbit, and that's all I needed. I didn't want to push it too much, but because I'll find out with, more
Of
barbecues and things like that.
Of course.
And I said, but first I said, oh, I hope it wasn't that Hispanic guy with the little dog who was so sweet to me. She's like, Guy, that's when that clicked, and that's when she wanted to go outside. So we know it's not that guy, that friendly guy we were talking about. But, so it was a female, and my ghost was a female, Karen.
Yep. Okay, there you go.
So
it's so interesting because she had very, I want to say masculine energy, not meaning she was gay or not meaning she was, just very masculine energy. Isn't that interesting?
Wow. Yes.
And it doesn't feel like she had a lot of people that she engaged with.
Why can't they tell you? I mean, what's the deal? Why they can't tell you who your neighbor was that you may have known about anyway? What was the big deal? Why
You
can't
know
they tell
what? And who knows? If she had been there for a while, things probably are not very clear. You know, and there seems to be a lot of mystery connected with her passing. So I'm not surprised that nobody's talking about anything right now.
Okay.
It's but you'll find out. Believe me, you'll hear the whole story.
Okay, because Karen, yesterday, Shauna and I did go late to the barbecue area, and this one lady was inquiring with the security guard, and he didn't even know. I overheard. He didn't even know. So then I knew, well, he doesn't know. He wasn't
That's
told.
the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
That's so odd that everybody, well, and I think that it's because, it's kind of a close-knit group, and all of a sudden there's this big thing that somebody died, and nobody knew, and all of a sudden then everybody knew, and it's like, it wasn't, there was no ambulance, there was no nothing. It was just, she was gone, So it's, that's interesting. But I'm sure you will find out more once the shock and creepiness of it wears off, because I don't think a lot of other people had a clue. They thought they were living in, their own private Idaho, like nothing ever happened here,
And when something happens, they're so afraid they don't want to talk about it.
Exactly, because
it.
Yeah, and it's like not when. How many times have you heard people say, "Not in my neighborhood. Nothing ever happens here." It's like, are you living in a shoe? I mean, what do you mean?
Right. It's just a matter of how life goes.
Give
That's
it a week.
Big part of life. Okay.
And everybody will be talking, because that's not going to. None of that's going to remain a secret.
Okay. Well, I have, on another note, I have Mike Ballou, NFL great from the LA Rams. Yes, but he is not here quite yet. He is picking somebody up right now, and then he's going to find a little spot to call in. So that might be 5 to 10 minutes from now. So if you want to move on to the next person, that would be fine. A caller or Kelly or John. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Right. You want to take a call?
Thank you.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Area code 780.
Hi. Thanks for taking my call.
Hi there. How are you?
Michelle calling from Canada. I'm great, thanks. How are you doing?
Every day's a good day.
That's right. We're alive.
We wake up and I always think if I wake up and most of my parts work, I don't have anything to complain about.
That's right. I couldn't agree more.
See?
That's awesome.
So what's your question? What is your first name? I'm sorry.
It's Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Karen. So I guess my question is about work. I've been contracting for 13 years, but I actually want to become permanent for a change. So I'm just kind of curious what you think.
And you are going to have that opportunity, but I know you'll laugh at me. It feels like it's there will be one person that you worked with prior to this at another job that you're both going to be so happy when you find yourselves in the same place.
Oh, interesting.
Isn't that interesting? Because it feels like the company's all new, they're all different, all new people except this one woman.
Oh.
And I see her looking at you going, "Wow, when did you get here?" It's going to be like old home week.
Oh, very cool.
Because you work together for a relatively short period of time, but when you just have that connection with people?
Yeah.
And it was just starting, and then she was gone, and then you were gone, and it was kind of like, darn,
Yeah.
But she's the one that will recognize you and walk up to you and go, "Michelle?"
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So but this does feel like this is a permanent position. This does not feel like it's temporary, part-time, anything. They'll pay you very fairly, and you'll like them, and you won't be bored, and they're not a bunch of jerks.
Yeah.
That kind of sum it up.
Amen. Yes.
Well, some of the people that you have worked with, especially over this last year and a half, wow, darling, I mean, I don't know if any office could be big enough for their egos. It's like it must be tough to know everything in the world. Like, wow. And it had to really be a mission for you where you had to look in the mirror every day and go, Michelle, keep a straight face. Do not burst out laughing. Okay?
Oh, my God, that's awesome.
Well, I don't know how you kept a straight face. I'm not kidding, because some of them were like caricatures.
Yeah.
It's like really? Do you behave that way in your real life? I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty astounding. But this is such a nice group of people. And you're going to think to yourself, wow, I wonder if we all escaped from the same place, you know?
Yes. No doubt.
And it's so funny, one of the guys will tell you about two people that they got rid of that must have worked for the jerk companies. You know?
Oh, okay.
It's like, no, there was no room for them at the inn, you know?
Yeah.
So, yes, darling, you're going to be working, and it'll be permanent, and you will be a happy girl.
Oh, thank you so much. And do you think that's going to be this year? Sorry, I don't want to keep asking questions. I'm just kind of curious if it's going to be this year.
Oh, absolutely, it's going to be this year.
Yay. Okay.
Absolutely. It may not be until, I want to say, October. But it's coming, my friend. Huh?
That makes sense. Someone's retiring in October, so.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer is yes.
Thank you so much.
You are very welcome.
Have a blessed evening.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Is that anything?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. I think we should also say that there's a birthday shout out. We have this lady on. She is. Her name was DeVay. Do you remember her, Kelly DeVay?
Yeah.
What a pretty name.
Birthday today. It's a birthday day. It's
Happy
Heaven
birthday, Neve.
Happy birthday.
DeVay. Heaven Backwards is her name, and she's. We had her on, and I tell you, it's amazing. I mean, the website's coming up. Barbara, you did such a good job of it.
Really? Oh, thank you. Very
beautiful.
Much. Thank you. Oh, well, I'm glad that you like it, and it could be added to and changed and updated and scheduled and blogs and all that to come, and
boy, there'll be no talking to us, huh?
Oh no, that's right. You know what? It all really comes together when you have your YouTube channel and your website, and
so
with the
amazing.
same show, nothing's changed with the show, but just having those two things makes it somehow different. Isn't that crazy?
Well, I think what's so nice about it is it gives people access to the show and to the archives of the show to listen to old shows that they may have missed or they want to hear again.
Oh,
how
yeah.
Cool. I
Even
think
me.
that's great.
I've been enjoying that. Have you been enjoying listening to shows even before we came along? I mean, this is so fun. I'm learning so much from this.
It is amazing.
I uploaded 11 shows today already, and I'm going to
wow.
after it airs.
My God, Jonathan, you must be pooped.
Well, what I did, it's just to see that, what you do is that there's ways of opening them, just keep it one right after the other. But 11 shows, I've basically, when I upload all of them, that's going to be interesting. Because Kelly has been getting on me to do it for a long time. She's always been like, upload them all, Johnny, upload them.
And pretty soon,
right,
that dream will come true.
Right, Kelly?
Yep.
Yay!
You guys, I must say,
I'm telling you guys are
okay.
you're the dynamic trio.
Oh, instead of the
thank
dynamic
you.
duo.
It's true. You know that's what I've always called you. You guys are the dynamic trio. I don't know how you do it.
What were
I
you saying,
know.
Barbara?
It's kind of this force. It's this force that just drives us. That it's not we have to. It's like we want to. It's like we really do want to. All three of us for the same
That
reason.
makes sense. That makes
Yeah.
sense. Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
That makes
Oh
sense.
well. What I was saying was, okay, the person who is supposed to call in, they wanted to talk about a subject, so I'm not saying anything about something they didn't want the world to know. They have Parkinson's disease. So
Right.
my first guest, whoever forgot to call in, is a Parkinson's disease victim or, patient, I should say.
Mhm.
Because that's one of the main things. They forget things. They forget all the time. And it's so frustrating for them because, they're a professional, they're an amazing athlete or an entertainer or a business person, and yet now they have this on their shoulders that they feel. And so this Mike Ballou, former Rams NFL player, who hopefully he will call within our hour and a half, this is him. And I'm not going to say it's sad because there's got to be a reason. And Karen, you say there's a reason for everything that
Everything.
happens.
Yep.
Mhm. And who knows?
And
maybe he will be the person.
And
that breaks through.
everybody has stuff. Okay?
Mhm.
And you know how I always say we're not our bodies?
Right.
He has amassed an enormous life.
Mhm.
And this is and he's overcome things that most people would say, oh no, that couldn't have happened. And to him, it's a challenge to see how he can, I want to almost say, fix this,
Right.
And he's very open to working with a way to fix this. It's like, just tell me what I need to do,
Yeah.
And he has an incredible attitude.
This is
when
amazing that you said that, because today he was telling me about this boxing place that he found when he went to his hometown of Washington. We're both from Washington State. And
Right.
he said this is for Parkinson's disease, especially because they have to count their punches. They have to,
Yep.
and it's physical. It's very,
Yep.
it's very athletic. And
Because,
he found it. He's addicted to it now, and he says this is really helping me.
well, not only that, but it feels like he also changed, I want to say, a supplement routine that he has altered to benefit and help, I want to say, slow this and help him function more fully. It's, and it takes time, but he's fine with that as long as he starts seeing results and can feel it.
Right.
What a nice
Wow.
man he is.
So very nice. Unpacked my whole U-Haul, got a couple guys to work on it, did the whole return with me, got rid of my mattress, just did every single thing. If I need help with my car or anything, he's right around the corner. He's there for me. And, oh, my goodness, this person. And
But
Elsie and I
that
were
is
just
what
having
he
lunch.
does. But to him, his life it's only worth it if he can help other people. He's not interested in just being everything for himself.
That's such
That
a great
holds-
point, too.
Yeah, it holds
Because
no
that's
value
what
to
life
him.
is about for a lot of people.
Yes. But his, it's so funny because he could have wound up being a very different person. But he never gave his ego the keys to drive the bus. You know, I always say that
I
about
like
people.
that one.
Yep, they're
Yeah.
driving the bus, you know. And he is just this never say no, you know, guy. It's like, sure,
Mhm.
I can take care of that. No problem. You know, let's just get it done.
And you know what? Exactly. And you see that in him. You feel that in him. He was a defensive end. So that's the big guy. That's like the guy who tackles. The defensive end, I mean, that's like, he's so bigger than life. And for a guy like that to come down with this, but by the way, this is set on by concussions.
I'm not, what did I ask you? Yeah, I'm
Mm.
not surprised.
Mhm.
I am not
Mhm.
surprised. But he is the guy, if honestly, if anybody can figure out how to take control of this, it will be him. And he will, it's so interesting because it feels like he will find an unorthodox method and combination of things that it's not going to be the ABCs of what the doctors say. He's going to deal with them and parts of that. And then there's going to be this whole other element of getting his body to respond by doing the things that clearly have been either injured or are insufficient in some way. They're not being fed properly. I don't mean food, but nutritionally. And it feels like he just is going to, this is not going to be the end of him, I can promise you. He's not interested in going, he's not interested in going anywhere. It's like he's up for the fight.
Certain people, because my grandpa, my step-grandpa, did pass away from this disease, but he took a different approach. When he got it, he was like, okay, now I'm going to lay in bed and I'm going to shake and I'm going to have my tremors and I'm going to make your grandma wait on me hand and foot and for 10 years and wear her out. And that's what he did. But there are certain people like Mike who take a different approach of, I still will help people. And who knows, maybe change the whole world's thinking of what this is and not hide. Because I said, well, do you want to talk about it? And he said, sure. Not hide the fact that I have it and that I would like to raise awareness because I'm a celebrity type of person. Yes.
Well, not only that, but he is very proactive. He has no interest in hiding out or pretending that, oh no, everything is fine. When it's something, if it was something that only impacted him, then that would be a problem. But this is much bigger than he is, and this is him finding a way to impact other people's lives in a positive way. And he's not going to stop.
For example? What would that be, for example? Like something that only he had that nobody else had.
Well, he wouldn't want to burden. He would not want to burden anybody else with it.
Right.
And it's like, this is just, something. And we've all known people in our lives that have dealt with Parkinson's or another disease. And like I said in the beginning, everybody has something. But he has such an amazing attitude. Remember when I said to Elke earlier, I said, a big part of the healing process is what goes on between our ears?
Yes. Did
and
you
Mike has
Elke's ear?
Yes, it goes between the ears.
Absolutely.
Is your brain.
Yeah.
That's right. And Mike is one of those guys that he knows that as long as he can keep his brain sharp, he can help what is going on with his body.
That's right. Yes.
He's
well, I value him.
Well, he's a lovely human being.
Yes. Well, I hope he still calls in. And sorry, listeners, about this, but at least you know who he is and that you might be able to hear him talk someday. But thank you, Karen.
Oh,
Thank
sweetheart,
you,
are
Karen,
you kidding?
for
I love you
elaborating
guys,
on it.
and I know it's funny. I looked at his picture, and this is a really nice human being.
Yeah.
He genuinely cares about other people.
And
And
when I was getting married 15 years ago, which that wedding was canceled, he gave me a gold cross because he loves Jesus, and
Bless his
or
heart.
who knows, maybe he's Catholic. I'm not sure, but he gave me a cross, and I was going to wear it on my wedding day, and then I still had it. So when I moved here, he lives here in Huntington Beach, and he was helping me out, unloading everything. And I told him I still have that cross necklace, and I still wear it. And that meant the world to him.
Of course.
That he remembered, yes.
Of course.
But wow, that you don't talk to somebody for 15 years, and then you see them, and they still pick up where they left off, like no questions asked.
That's when you know somebody truly is your friend.
Yeah.
It's like it is as though you spoke yesterday. I say no time elapsed. Well, that's a connection. That is a very different connection.
It's not that they're just a good person. That's an
Oh,
actual connection between the two of you guys.
That's when there is a spiritual connection.
Okay.
And that doesn't have anything to do with this physical bond in this world.
Well, I hope he doesn't feel bad that he forgot to call in.
Oh, please. He has no reason to feel bad. Stuff happens in life.
Mhm.
And he's here with us anyway, whether he knows it or not right now.
Awesome. Well, okay, I have a question then for myself.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see that this is my place where I'm just going to settle in, because this is where I've chosen to settle for pretty much the rest of my life? And then I overheard Priscilla on the phone with one of her friends. I'm sure my mother is going to make me move again. I don't know if she's.
Oh, you're not moving for a while, quite a while, honey.
I love it here so much.
Yeah, that's not even an issue, and you're not moving out of that area, so I wouldn't worry about it.
What if I meet a man and they want me to move away for them?
Sweetheart, you know what? Let's not leap ahead. You're not moving anywhere for, when I say quite a while, I'm talking about several years. So you need to save your energy. And
okay.
That's right. And just enjoy this time. So, no,
I know, but when
you guys aren't moving right now.
Karen, when I say that you said it, when I tell her you said it, then she believes it, which is awesome.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it to you if I didn't know it was true.
Well, I know. That's why she believes it so much.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, my theory, truth only has one story. And it's like, I know you're not moving, and my bet is you'll be there another 6 years. And when you do move, it is not going to be far from where you are now.
Okay.
You're not moving to another state or to Encino or, it's like, no. It's save your energy, honey.
The only place I would want to move is somewhere like maybe in Europe, somewhere way down the line when I
but
don't
that's
have
not
responsibilities.
Save your energy.
Okay. So that was my one question that I could, let Priscilla know so she feels confident about.
Oh, please. You guys aren't going anywhere. Tell her to settle in and be happy.
Okay. Well, that's good. All right. Well, I have not gotten a call, and I don't. Hey, Johnny, did you get a call from Mike Ballou?
No 818 area code yet. I mean, I don't know if he called in from another number that's, I wouldn't know about that. Is it possible he could have called in from a different number or?
No, but he said that he did have a date with a very tall Amazon woman, and who knows, maybe that got him a little distracted. But
And you know what? Tell him I said go for it, dude.
I know. Okay, well then let's just kind of move on to whomever and callers and give them a chance.
You want to take a caller?
Of course.
You want to take a caller? Okay.
Of course.
Area code 347. You're on the air.
Hi, thank you so much for taking my call. My name's Tanika.
I'm sorry, Dika?
Tanika.
Tamika. Oh, what a pretty name. I love
Thank
pretty
you.
names.
Thank you. I think it's Tanika with an N like Nancy, but sometimes people call me Tamika.
That is so pretty.
Thank you.
Well, thank your mom. What can I do for you, sweetheart? What's your question?
I'd like some help as far as my current job and relationship. At my current job, I'm wondering if you guys see anything for me to worry about, like if someone is trying to help, like cause me to lose my job, and I'm looking, so if you even see me leaving my job anytime soon, and there is someone at my job that I was involved with, I still have feelings for. We are always, for some reason, on and off because he just goes silent, and this time I'm kind of worried about if I could trust him or not, so I've gone silent, even though I do still have feelings for him, and his name is Frank, so he works at my current job that I'm asking you guys about, too. So just need some help with
Well, first
those.
of all, the reason that he goes hot and cold is because he's scared to death of his feelings for you. Okay? This is a guy that doesn't know how to give himself permission to be happy. It terrifies him. And his everything's going fine, and then he goes, oh, look, isn't that Halley's Comet, and kind of checks out on the relationship. It's because it makes him feel vulnerable, and he can't stand that. He doesn't know where to put that. And you're quite a catch. You know? I mean, you're smart, you're pretty, you're warm, you're wonderful to talk to. He loves your company. You turn him on. It's kind of like, what in the world could possibly be the problem except he's scared?
Mm.
And he has a very odd family history. You know? And he has some emotional healing work that he needs to do, but unfortunately he doesn't do that. He just sort of does the same pattern. But he's not a threat at your job, sweetheart. I'm not worried about that. Okay. Not even a little bit. And the truth is, you'll stay there. It feels like you can stay there as long as you want to.
Okay. That's good
I'm
to know.
serious. And I would not be the least bit surprised if you don't get another job offer sort of out of the dear blue from a friend of yours. They don't work for the people that they're telling you about, but they know about this place, and it's like it comes out of the dear blue, you hearing about this job. And when you look into it, it's going to be, now that's something interesting. And it feels like you do go talk to them.
Mhm.
So you will have another opportunity, but where you are, you can stay as long as you want, sweetheart. Nobody's getting rid of you.
Oh, good.
You are an asset to them. Why the heck would they get rid of you?
It's a negative office, and there's.
You know what?
Just
But everybody's got their own stuff. It's not. This is not. You are under no threat,
okay.
and you're not trying to take somebody's job or push somebody aside or, save your energy.
Mhm.
It will be
That's
fine.
good to know.
Yeah. So don't worry.
With me and him, do you see anything coming up? Like, will anything change or get better?
Honey, grow up is what he needs to do.
I know.
He really I'm sorry, but he needs to, get through his fear. It's funny because on the outside he looks so confident and certain, and he's a really sweet guy. But I have to tell you, he feels scared to death the minute he starts to let himself feel, emotionally attached to somebody. It scares him to death.
So
You're going to find out that he's not what he presents himself to be. He's still this little kid inside, and it's like, oh, stop, honey. We all are. Take a ticket. We just look grown up.
Right.
But he has some real issues with his mother, and he had 2 really toxic relationships with women that, what the heck was he thinking,
Mm-hmm.
And you're the nicest girl he's ever been with, and it scares him. It has nothing to do with you, and don't change anything about yourself. There's nothing wrong with you, honey. He needs to grow up. And it's sad to me. I say this often. He's not 12 years old. These are
he's
the
older
adult.
than me.
Thank you, but this is the adult growing pains part of the program, and it's like I want to say to him, "Are you kidding?
Mhm.
What are you waiting for? You think relationships like this grow on trees? So, yeah, thank you. But he's scared to death. Emotional intimacy scares him because it makes him vulnerable, or so he thinks. And, honey, just be you. Don't worry about him. He knows exactly where to find you.
Yeah.
But keep your heart open, please.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, darling. Anything else?
No, I guess that's just, I keep staying hopeful with him because when we are together, when we're going fine, it's good. It's good, but then I just wait for him.
Then he just checks out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's up with that?
Yeah, I'm wondering if his feelings for me will grow enough where he will be finally ready and let me in, and will we develop into something official?
Honey, how long has this off and on been going?
We've been seeing each other since winter, basically, since October, November, and because we work at the same job.
Okay, so here we are. Let's see. We're in August. Okay. That's 11 months, 10, 11 months. I was like, really? What is he waiting for?
I mean, I don't know.
No, it's not a real question. I'm saying to you, it's like after a while, this isn't the first time he's done this. It's like you need to kind of go no room at the inn. Because this is ridiculous. You're not a convenience store.
No.
He needs to grow up.
And this time I cut him off kind of from it
Good
all.
for you. I'm so proud of you.
he seems so happy just running around just kissing butt to other women in the office that he thinks are powerful, getting them their lunch or whatever. And he's like,
Honey,
not even.
you know what?
It doesn't
Don't
about us.
and don't even go there. It's not worth your time or your energy. I'm telling you. It's not worth it. If as happy as he was when the two of you were together, this is what he's doing, and he does it over and over again. No, stop it. You know, a fish will never be a bird. Every time he lets himself think that he's going to get close to someone, the first thing he does is run for the door. Don't do this to yourself. Mean it this time.
Okay.
And the only one that can do that for you is you.
Right.
I'm serious. Take the 7-Eleven sign off your forehead.
No,
I don't
that
care.
I have.
I don't mean it, and I don't care whose butt he's kissing or who he's taking to lunch. Who cares? Has nothing to do with you. Save your breath. It's not. He's not doing this because of anything you did. This is his character flaw. It has nothing to do with you, honey. So please, move forward.
Okay, so we're never gonna be.
This is not going to be what you want it to be, and what it could have been if he were a grown-up.
Mhm.
This is nothing you did wrong. You didn't chase him away. He didn't get tired of you. He got terrified of himself. Because what? Then you're going to find out he's not that grown-up, all-together guy that he tried to present himself to be. It's like, okay, buddy, you know, whatever. So let go. I'm serious. I always, when people do that, and we've all known people in our lives that do that, I always wish them whatever they deserve in this life, as I wish for us to have what we deserve in our life. And that way you let go. You're not holding on to hard feelings. You're not hurt anymore. It's like, you know what? And I think he did you a favor. I know you can't see that right now, but don't let him have that. He doesn't have a right to get that from you.
Right.
Let go. And I'm serious. Wish him from your heart whatever he deserves in this life. That's not wishing him anything ill. That's not wishing him anything specific. Just, get out of the way and let God do his work. Yeah. So rest your heart, my friend.
The company that I work for right now, do you see me ever moving up with them, or I'm just going to leave and go to another company when that good one comes along?
Oh, I think he's pretty much going to kind of stay where he is. I don't see his, blowing smoke up people's butt going or flirting with women being his ticket to the big office upstairs. It's not going to happen.
Mhm.
All right. Does that answer all your questions, ma'am?
Oh, I just wanted to know, with the company that I'm at, do you guys see me moving up with them, or am I just going to leave and find a better company?
I think that you're going to get this other offer, and it's going to be, that feels very real to me. And you'll be much happier without carrying all this baggage with you.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm hoping something comes through soon.
Oh, it's going to open. You'll see. Don't worry. By the end of the year, and we're almost there. It's about a minute away.
Okay, well, thanks, ma'am.
All right, sweetie, you take care.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Area code
Thanks for
480.
calling.
Thanks.
Yay! Terry's on the line. Terry Grant from Offbeat and Unique.
Terry, how are you?
I am doing well, and yourself?
You know, every day's a good day.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
have a single complaint.
Yeah.
Hi,
Oh,
Terry.
that's awesome. Hello.
So
How
good
are
to
you?
hear your voice. Great. How was St. Croix?
St. Croix, St. Thomas was awesome. I talked to about 50 people while I was there. Lots and lots of interest.
You did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The biggest thing is that I'm not from there, and they're very they're not too open to outsiders, as they call it, coming in and starting businesses. So,
That's funny.
but I've talked to other people that already own business, and
Thank
they're interested.
You bet they are. You bet they are, my friend. I mean,
But it was an
trust
amazing
me.
place. I loved it.
And you will spend quite a bit of time there building. And
Sorry about the
there
pups in
is,
the background.
I'm telling you, it's so funny because there's one of the guys, there's actually three of them, but one of them in particular he's not terribly tall, okay? Boy, he is going to be all over this. I mean, he's going to practically want to adopt you, you know?
Good deal.
Oh, he's not afraid of anything. He has a printing press in his backyard, so I'm not worried about him having money. He has all the connections he needs there, and you're like the perfect partner for him. This is exactly what he was looking for.
A printing press in his backyard.
I'm not kidding. It's like he's got a printing press, printing money. This is a guy that never runs out of money. It's like
I don't know that I want to get involved with him now.
Oh no, I
He's
don't
printing
mean
money,
that.
that is.
No, I don't mean he's literally printing money. It's just he might as well have a printing press. But he has been very, very, very smart and invested well, and money is not an issue.
Very nice.
Terry,
I'm actually going to meet with a guy tomorrow. What's that?
Okay. Did you ever come across the two guys, one that was good and one that was a seedy character? Did you come across that? Because you were saying after St. Croix you were coming back for that meeting with the two gentlemen. And
one I didn't trust, and the other one I liked very much.
I have not come across those two particular individuals. The two that I met with, both super nice guys, both very interested, very low key, down to earth, very smart guys. But no, I didn't run into anybody like that. Not one where I felt good, one that kind of felt a little off. And I've got a pretty good sense for people, so.
You will.
That's fine. That's fine.
But you'll know. I'm not worried about you knowing who's who.
Right.
And the nice part is you've got some serious protection, Terry.
Oh.
So
Why
I'm not worried.
Because he's aware and in tune, or what?
Well, not only that, but he's very kind to other people. He's been very, very good to a lot of people. And you know my theory about karma. You know.
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a lot. It comes back to you in protection and goodies. You know, and you're coming. I'm not kidding. You're going to work your butt off, but boy, are you going to love it.
I think Terry
continue to work my butt off.
Love working your butt off. Something about people love that. I love it.
Well, the funny part, he never hasn't worked his butt off. You know, I mean, he's just that guy.
But he's
yes, ma'am. That's been me.
And didn't you take her advice and you went to St. Croix and you got rejuvenated, you relaxed, you got your rest, and even though you were
so happy to hear that.
took care of yourself.
Well, because you were running yourself into the ground and you didn't give yourself 5 minutes to regenerate your energy. You know?
My absolute favorite part of the whole trip was laying on the beach and then just floating on my back in the ocean for hours. I would literally just float out there, no raft, no anything, just floating in the ocean. It was amazing.
I am so proud of you. Because that,
and even last weekend, I went to Sedona all weekend because I had 2 couples up there that were interested in a franchise. So I went up there and met with them and looked at some properties. So I don't know if you're familiar with Sedona or not, but
I've been there.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Yes.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And I didn't meet 2 of any kind of shady characters, or any shady characters.
Hey.
For that matter.
Oh no, trust me, you'll know them immediately.
Okay.
You will know them immediately.
Terry and Karen, do you think?
Yes.
Terry, will you come down to Huntington Beach for my birthday party, August 21st, and that'll make Karen want to come down for my birthday party.
That's right. She said she wanted to meet me, and I want to meet her as well. So
see,
August 21st.
Yeah, well, you can
see what's going on.
Bring Austin. You guys can zoom on down and meet Karen in person. Your favorite. You love her. So that would be awesome.
We're each other's fan club.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Would you come down if Terry comes down, Karen?
I'm sorry, sweetheart?
Would you come down to my birthday party if Terry comes?
Of course.
Yes, sir.
Are you kidding?
On Life, Laughter, Happiness, people. Okay.
What is the 21st, by the way?
That's what I was just looking at. It's
Wednesday.
A Wednesday.
Wednesday, yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But
2
I
weeks
invited
from
you
tomorrow.
before. I don't think you're reading your messages. I invited you before, Terry.
Oh, girl, I've been so busy. I'm not kidding you. I've been going to Sedona, like I said. I had this place up there, and I was watching a movie. I don't know if you saw it on my Facebook feed, but there was a tarantula crawling across the wall.
Yikes!
No.
Size of my hand.
I mean, not
yikes.
but you're doing movies now.
What's that?
Not cool about the tarantula, but cool about you doing movies. Unless, Kelly, is that safe for a tarantula to be crawling along your wall when you don't know anything about tarantulas? Could they hurt you?
They're not very dangerous.
I think so.
I was just going to say, I think was friendly.
Okay, good.
You was just
people have them
out
as
the
pets,
place.
believe it or not. Yeah, I kind of coaxed them down the wall with a broom and into a garbage can, and then took them outside and released them on a tree. So they're really good.
That's so nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Most people would have just smashed it, swept it in the can, and gone off.
We don't want to hear anybody about that happening, right? We want just what you did. That's how you're supposed to do it, because everything is a living creature.
Absolutely.
Well, if it was a black widow, I would have had a whole different approach to it. But
yeah.
What about scorpions?
Yeah, I'm sorry, those don't qualify. Those are not. Those don't get the garbage can treatment.
I let a scorpion though that I found in my kitchen.
Yikes! Well, 2 days prior to that, I found a scorpion under my dog's food dish, and he didn't. We've had an influx of scorpions for some reason, but anyway, yeah, he didn't. He suffered a different fate altogether. I don't mess with scorpions.
No, that's what the bottoms of shoes are made for.
Yes, ma'am.
Dogs can say that for the Kelly.
Aren't they?
Oh my God!
Oh my goodness! They
probably
sell those of pets up here.
Oh well.
They do. They honestly sell scorpions for pets, and they also sell belt buckles with scorpions in it.
Oh, I think
lollipops
people have lost
and
their
it was
mind.
really
Are they
weird.
crazy?
I
Well,
think so.
a good
I'm
friend of
sorry,
mine just got
I mean-
stung by a scorpion, and they're not very friendly. I mean, it's not a very fun process. So, I mean, they
And I
don't want to
can't
die from
imagine,
it,
is
but
that
it's
the
a lot
pet?
of pain.
Is that the pet you want? One that stings you or bites you or? It's
No.
like-
I have a little 11-pound schnoodle that is the only pet that I want. So.
See, that's what I'm talking about. They're very easy to get along with, and you can negotiate with them.
Absolutely.
And when when your snoodle's tail whips around, you don't have to worry about it stinging you.
Exactly.
It's like, come on, Dad, pet me.
All right, Karen, I'm going to put you to work here. I've got a guy by the name of Kurt who's gone through most of the process here, and I'm going to look at a property or two properties with him tomorrow. I want to know what your thoughts are about this guy, Kurt.
Well, I think he knows that one of the properties is, I don't know why he's even taking you there to look at it, but one of them is exactly a good fit. But why he's taking you to, I mean, and you will walk around one of them going, what am I doing here? You know? But one of them is going to be the perfect fit.
Now,
And
what about him? Is he going to follow through? That's what I'm more interested in. I don't care about the property so much, but
yes, he is. Yes, he is. It is.
Oh, he's got.
He's a character.
He's got the permission from his wife.
Yeah, that's such a good way to put it.
Well,
but yes, he will.
Excellent.
Yes, he will.
And I've got two other guys that have
part-
been kind of waiting in the wings for about 6 months now. And these two guys I really want to get on board because they're very good at business and they love this industry.
And one of them is really wonderful. I mean, you talk about you don't have to connect the dots for him. You know, it is a wonderful fit. But one of the places will be perfect.
Okay. Good.
One of the places will be perfect. You'll be very surprised. And I don't see any problem with this going through. This does not feel like an issue.
I got a very important question for you. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
You can ask me too. They're small.
Okay.
There is a he would not be showing these to you if this could not move further along. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So please don't worry about that. The funny part is he feels very eager, just scared that you're not going to like either one of them. And the funny part is one of them is exactly perfect. You'll see.
Excellent.
Yeah. So, what's
my
the
next
other
question?
Very important question, Mr. Terry. Yeah.
A group of individuals from south of the border, Mexico is what I'm talking about,
I know.
had started an e-liquid company, and they basically kind of folded because the FDA is coming out with some new rules and regulations, and they don't want to deal with it all. So they've got 21 pallets of liquid that they are wanting to ship to me, but it's going to require a huge place. But they want to utilize this 21 pallets of this stuff, which is about $1.5 million worth of stuff that they want to send to me to sell. As if I can sell it, I can use the money as an investment into my business. Is it worth my time to mess with all of this?
No, my friend, it isn't. I beg of you.
Hallelujah.
Because what they're presenting to you is not exactly the truth.
Well, that is what I felt in my gut, but I figured
and you
since
are
I was
right,
on this,
my friend. Nope.
Wow.
This is not. You're not doing this. And one of the guys makes my flesh crawl. I wouldn't trust him if he told me what color the sky was. You know.
Okay.
He makes my flesh crawl. And he's
I've
dangerous.
heard the same comment from two other people about this individual that I don't know too well. So.
Well, and I don't know him at all.
Okay.
I didn't get their memo, Terry. Yeah.
Karen knows all. What do you mean you don't know them?
Right.
Oh.
Well, they didn't call me and tell me they didn't like him either, But I'm begging you not to do this.
Okay.
Because these are, you know what a Gonath is? It's a thief. Okay, and one of these guys is 100% thief and dangerous. He's a guy that those people that you meet once in a while in your life that are born without a soul? That's this guy. And you need him in your life like you need a migraine.
Okay, I don't know any guys like that, but I was married to someone like that at one time.
Then you know what I mean. See, and that's where we kind of go, weren't we all?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, my God. Do you think there's an island we can send them all to? They would all have a lot in common. Come on.
Very big island called Australia.
Yeah,
but
we'll
it's
never
so pretty
go there.
So pretty there.
Don't send them there. How about Antarctica?
Well, 90% of the most deadliest creatures that live on this planet live in Australia. So
that is very true. That is very true. That is very true.
Comfortable.
And he's not even talking about. He's not even talking about the ones that are two-legged and stand upright.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah, so, until we ship them all there,
right? Oh, that's so true. That is so true. Yeah, what day is it? That's the truth. So, no, you're not. This guy.
Oh.
No, you're not doing that, darling. Please, please, please.
Hey, I want to get this thing going, but I'm not desperate. So.
Not with them. Not with them. It would be great for them, but it'll be horrible for you. And what's the point of that? And there's some people you just don't. It's better and it's healthier for you not to ever do business with. And these are those guys.
Okay.
Yikes.
Now, if you would have said that there were three people, two really good and one that's to watch out for, that's the crew that I would have leaned towards as far as what you were talking about. But
but
you said two.
And they are those guys. You'll know them, and it's funny because you know how people they're dressed appropriately and they say all the right things, but you look at them and you know they're lying. That what they're saying is they're not who they present themselves to be, and there's something really wrong with them. That's those guys I'm talking about. And trust me, you will know them. You'll recognize them. They're very presentable looking. It's just one of them, this guy I wouldn't believe anything that came out of his mouth.
Wow. You're very good at what you do, girl. Very good.
Oh, thank you, kind sir. I love my work, and I'm very grateful that God picked me, because I wanted to be a lawyer, but God saved me from myself,
All right.
And it is, you are very kind with people. You give them opportunity. I said this to you before the first time we spoke. And sometimes people don't deserve that and don't appreciate what you've done. And those are the people you do not need to have in your life anymore. Remember I told you you're in the Burger King phase, you can have it your way? It's the fun part of the program. Remember?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So
I never eat there, but I understand what you're trying to get across. So.
Yeah, I don't either, but somebody does. So hey,
right.
And their motto is very handy.
Oh yeah.
Can be used in a variety of situations. It sounds like.
Oh, isn't that the truth? Yep. Covers a multitude of things. Ooh, that was my $4 word for the day. What, honey?
You know what motto I like a lot that somebody came up with after we were already saying it, my dad and I.
What's
Just
that?
do it. Just do it.
Yeah, we know who came up with that.
We were saying it way before then because Dad's
of course.
Oh, I want to do this, I want to do that. And he's like, just do it because it's as simple as that. It's the way you look at things and it's a perspective. I mean,
right.
Just do it.
And it's intention.
Mhm.
It's all about intention.
You know how wealthy you would be if you trademarked that?
Yeah, I think about that all the time. I also invented a lot of things, and then somebody else actually did go through with it. Terry, like spray-on tanning spray. That I invented that in my mind. But so yeah, we don't always know the steps to actually do something, but the big picture in general of just do it. Because we're the only ones that are holding ourselves back. We're telling ourselves, you can't. Take that out of your vocabulary. This is what I'm learning.
And I always learn. And Barbara, I always learned from my little 4'11" mommy. That every time my sister would say, "I can't," my mother would say, "Why not?"
Awesome.
Oh,
and they would all look over at you like Karen, like saying, Karen gets it.
That's exactly right. It's like, why not? Because your intention is what fuels getting things done. If you really mean it, every time I hear someone say, I'm trying's like being pregnant. You know if you're pregnant or you're not pregnant. It's, either do it or don't do it. But don't keep saying you want to do it if your intention isn't there. So it's about learning how to be honest with yourself.
And isn't that
a lot of people are terrified of that. What, honey?
The process of doing it is the thought. Well, the process of meditation is first calming down. And let's sit down and let's think about it.
Well, it's about focus.
Sit down and think. Yes. And so when people say, oh, I can't meditate, I have too much going on in my mind, it just never stops and I don't know how to do it. Well, the first step is just to sit down and let's calm down and let's think. And then you're already, you know what I have, my thing is when I'm in the tanning bed and I'm laying there for 12 minutes, I said to the lady yesterday, I said, you know what, I'm going to use this time as my meditation time. She goes, I do that. You're born. You have to lay there. You have to lay there. And it's quiet, but it's warm, and it feels good, and it's relaxing. Well, let's not just wait till it's over. Hurry up. Let's wait till it's over so I can get back to my busy mind and my, all my stress and everything. Let's enjoy that time and turn that into.
But a lot of people don't know how to. A lot of people do not know how to, or are not willing to give themselves permission to do that.
Oh, yeah?
They think they're being lazy. It's somebody else's voice running around in their head that they're never doing enough. And
how
it's
sad. How can we get it through to them? How do we get that through to them?
Honey,
is what's going to help
know
them?
What? The words of that great sage George Carlin. You gotta wanna.
Oh, I love him.
Me too. I miss him every single day. If people
you knew him?
if their intention is not to do something, or their fear is greater than their desire, forget it. Save your energy.
Mm-hmm.
It's, I could tell people 500 times something, and they keep recreating the same situation they're in. What's the problem? In the words of that
That's
great
so
sage,
true.
you gotta wanna.
You gotta wanna.
And if and if you don't want to, God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing because you must be getting something out of it.
Right, because that big bite of that Big Mac and all those French fries, is that more satisfying than that feeling of looking in the mirror and saying, "Hey, I'm ripped"? I'd say not. I'd say looking in the mirror and saying I'm ripped feels a lot better than that tasty Big Mac,
That's
right?
hilarious. That is hilarious.
That's how I've done it
If they
in my
waited
life.
for me to go to McDonald's, those golden arches would be probably tarnished by now.
Right. But we've all done it, right? We've all done it. We've all felt icky after, and we've all thought, "Oh my gosh, why did I do that?"
That was probably 100 years ago.
More back. That just set somebody so many paces back to where they're going. So
yeah,
you're
but
right.
you know what, Barbara?
You gotta want it.
That's why, as human beings, we have this is just the Karen Page 20 to 40% rule. Okay, 20 to 40% of the things that happen in our lives are going to happen regardless of what you think you want or what you think is going to happen or how hard you try to make something else happen. So go ahead and take that apartment, date that person, buy that car, move to that city. It's not going to change any of the 20 to 40% of what I call the absolutes. Those things are going to happen no matter what. And the other 60 to 80
is the absolute, in your book?
Wait, honey. Okay. And the other 60 to 80% is free will. You can it doesn't matter what choices you make along the way because the things that are absolute are part of the journey that you came in to experience. Those are our lessons in life. And it's so every time I hear somebody get angry because somebody didn't do something, whatever it is that they wanted them to do, I kind of go, "Oh, get over yourself." You know? Maybe they're just not ready. What are you upset over? You know?
Right.
Well, it's a waste of energy.
Do you touch upon these things in your book?
What, dear?
Do you touch upon these things in your book, or is it just your stories of what?
Oh no, that's definitely in my book.
Okay, because I just got your book yesterday.
Oh, no
Audible.
Kidding! Enjoy, honey.
Thank
Enjoy.
you. Amazon Prime. Hello.
Yes, that's true.
I can't wait.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, enjoy.
I can't wait.
It was. Yes. Yes, ma'am. What?
No.
Hello?
I just said I can't wait.
Oh, I thought you said by the way. That's why I said
no.
What? Well, enjoy. Every word of it's true. The only part that isn't is I changed everybody's name.
Mhm.
Because I will never give the names of my clients ever.
Do you think you'll ever write another book?
Yes. That's funny. I've been thinking about that.
So? Let me ask you this. If you write another book, are you going to mention us?
Of course I'm going to mention you.
What are you going to
funny,
say?
Jonathan. You'll have to read it. I'll show it to you before I finish it, so don't worry about that, honey. It'll only be the good stuff. So don't worry.
That, but I mean,
see, I don't have any bad stuff.
I just think, I can just see Kelly, just Kelly's like your sister to you, smiling with her being in your book, right, Kelly?
What?
Well, I mean, how would you feel if Karen? How would you feel if Karen wrote a book and mentioned you in it?
I'd be pretty excited because she doesn't badmouth anyone, so it would have to be something good.
Thank you. That's what I just said. I would only put the good stuff. I don't know any bad stuff, so it's easy.
Hey, Karen, if you're looking for bad stuff, you can throw some stuff in about me, too.
Oh, okay. Okay, but I want to interview you first, Terry.
All right.
And you know what's funny? Every once in a while over the years, somebody would come for a reading, and I would ask them because I could tell they were almost scared to come in the room, you know. And I would say to them, "Do you want Disneyland or do you want the truth?" And they would say, "What do you mean?" And I'd say, "Well, if you want Disneyland and you want me to make something up, there's the door. Okay, I'm not the girl. Go find somebody that's the gypsy on the pier. Good luck. You know, I'm not the girl." Right? And I have asked because it's the truth. And when or they'll say to me, "Don't tell me anything of the bad things." And I look at them and I go, "What do you consider bad things?" And they'll say, "I don't want to know if somebody's going to get sick or somebody's going to die." Or I said, "Oh, so you don't want to know anything about real life? Is that right?" I mean, and it's true. I mean, I'm sorry. Everybody's got something, and we're all going to lose people we love because it is the one thing every human being on the planet, the good, the bad, and the ugly, all share. You know, we're all temporary here. What, honey?
Yep. Death and taxes.
Yes.
I mean, at some point, we're all going to have to go to I don't want to be morbid, but, you know, I mean.
Morbid?
You know what I'm saying? Morbid.
Yeah, but every time, I'm sorry, but we're all going to die. And I always think it is so, when people are so scared of something that is a natural part of being human, and some people are less human than others, but if you're here, this is temporary from the start of the adventure.
I saw something on Mad TV one time that I thought was hilarious. It was a comedy skit called Patch Adams Kevorkian.
Well, I always find it hilarious when someone dies and the government is still going after their estate for taxes. It's like, are you serious?
But it made me wonder what would happen if Patch Adams and Jack Kevorkian had opened up shop together, you know? I mean, seriously, you want to die? Why don't you laugh on it during the process? And it got me thinking
hilarious.
about that. Mad TV did a skit about that, but I was asking you, like, I think it was like, if Patch Adams and Jack Kevorkian went into business, I actually have often wondered what they thought of each other. And the reason I'm actually trying to get Patch
if
Adams
they ever thought of each other.
Well, because this is why. Patch Adams shares my birthday, the 28th of May.
A little Gemini.
Yeah, we're both Geminis. And I'd like
Carrie,
to...
aren't you a Gemini?
What's that?
Carrie. Did
you say Terry?
Yeah.
Are you a Gemini?
No. I'm Aries. March 23rd.
Aries, that's right. I knew it was around the same date. I wrong month. Right.
No, I'm the fiery troublemaker.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that.
Oh, no, I don't make trouble.
Nah. Not unless somebody forces you. I mean, it's like, come on. You know, some people just are asking for it. What can I say?
Yeah. Hey, everybody has a little bit of that in them.
See, but when you walk away, they don't see the flamethrower behind you.
Yeah, it's like pretty rare that I get upset.
Yeah, hello. We're at the same table. Every time someone asks me, do you ever get angry? It's like, I don't want to carry that crap around. Why? Like, no. Sometimes it's just easier to walk away. I'm not interested in investing that energy in what? You know, it doesn't, people can't hear you when you're angry. And it's not a pretty look. For anybody.
Karen, doesn't that go along with the same thing as when you have a feeling of such tremendous grief that you cannot connect with people who have passed that you want to connect with?
No, I think that I don't happen to agree with that. I mean, people grieve in different ways, okay? I've told you this, I'm the last living member in my family.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very blessed. My mother and I were like two fingers on a hand. And she was my best friend in the whole world. And she's been gone a very, very long time. And the truth is, I've never had a day alone in my life.
I love that.
That's the truth. And when I lived in Brazil, I was talking to my ex-husband on the phone one night, and I had my back against the headboard. And when somebody sits down on a mattress and you can see the indentation of their butt?
Yeah.
I was missing my mother so much, I can't even tell you. I was just missing her. And all of a sudden, she and my mother had been gone quite a while at this point. There she was, sitting on my bed next to my knee with her hand on my thigh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, that grief went away. And sometimes people don't understand that the things that we are grieving are this is just a Karen word again, used to-ness. The things that we are used to. I used to pick my mother up and we would drive by the beach and go have lunch and walk along the water line, or I would pick her up and we would go drive somewhere for the day, or go just have a cup of coffee. And it was her company that I missed. All the things of used to-ness that we are used to doing with people.
I love that word.
Yeah, I mean, it describes everything. It's the people that we love. The story I told you about my friend when I was living in London and I was going down on the escalator, and my friend William had been gone several years, and there he is coming up on the up part of the escalator.
Yeah.
And was gone when I turned around to look. And all the other people that were around him were still there, but he was gone. Okay? So it's our used to-ness. He and I used to speak about London all the time. And it is something that they're old habits that we have, things we associate with the people that we love. And we miss the physicality of that. But I know the difference between my voice and my mother's voice. And she's here, and if I need some advice, I talk to her, and she will either come visit me in a dream, or I hear her crystal clear, her words in my head. So sadness is about missing the things we are used to.
This is what I always ask you. Every time you describe this scenario, I say, well, isn't that comforting? Because it is. So if we just know that they are here with us, we wouldn't be so grief-stricken and so sad.
But some people,
I always want to press that idea with people.
Barbara, there are a lot of people, and we meet them all the time, that think that we are our bodies. If we were our bodies, we would not be born for obsolescence. We would live forever. But God, how boring would that be? We wouldn't learn anything. And our souls would never evolve.
So true. And evolution. And when you say that I have lived other lives and I've helped people in those, that is amazing. That's an amazing thought that opens your mind up so much. Just that one thought right there.
Well, I find it so interesting. My ex-father-in-law was one of those people that thought that this was it. He didn't believe in anything. And I looked at him and I took him downstairs and I pulled 3 blades of grass and I said, "Can you make these?" You know. And I asked him if he could. I pulled a leaf off a tree and said, "Or one of these." He said, "Now you just sound stupid, Karen." And I pointed up to the sky and I said, "Can you make any one of those? One that's even burnt out. I don't care. I'm not picky." He said, "Don't, you sound ridiculous. This is all man-made." And I looked at him and I said, "Man couldn't find his way out of a paper bag without God." I said, "I feel sorry for you." I said, "Because when you go to the next world, you're going to have to come back here and do it over and over again because clearly you have learned nothing." I said, "If you think we're here by ourselves and this is it, oh, good luck, honey."
That is so close-minded.
Yeah, but there are a lot of people, and they're driven by fear because and a need to control everything. And when you step back and realize how little we control, it's laughable. We control our actions, our behavior, our choices. And that is a tiny percentage. We can't control how other people behave. We can't control the outcome of things. And you know what? It's like, good luck with that.
I thought I could control a little bit about that, Karen. I thought I could control that a little bit since I actually felt with my mind power that I had 3 bad neighbors move out. And every time they moved out, I'm like, yes, I did it.
That's very funny. Good for you, girl.
Yeah. So did I have something to do with that? Because I really thought about it so much. Okay.
Sure. Why not?
But you said we can't control things that, the outcome of things. But I thought that I was controlling it if I really tried hard enough.
Yeah, but that's when our ego is talking. It's like, see what I made them do? I made them leave. It's like,
that's hilarious.
And God laughed.
That's funny. Oh, yeah.
It's like we're so funny.
It was a good feeling, though, for a minute.
And you know what? The good news is every time we move someplace, any of us, it's a whole different energy. I lived in Beverly Hills for years, and I loved it, and I loved my apartment, and I thought I'd be there forever, And all of a sudden, the manager was lovely. He and his wife and their son lived literally on the other side of the elevator from me, and he took care of the building, and everything was really nice. And then one day, this really obnoxious woman comes in and gets in the elevator. I didn't know her, and she didn't know me, and I said, "Hi." I said, "Are you new in the building?" And she just stared at me, and I said, "Well, welcome to the building." Right?
Oh, my
So I got up to my apartment, and I come to find out that she has moved upstairs from me. The building was owned by Leonardo DiCaprio and his cousin. And she used to be Leonardo DiCaprio's assistant. And he must have pawned her off on his cousin and said, "Get her away from me because she's a lunatic."
Right.
And she, I'm not kidding. She took some big bouncer guy and knocked on the manager's door and stormed into his apartment, took all the keys, and fired them. And became the manager of the building. and she turned it into like a Nazi camp, this lovely building. And was walking up and down the up and down the hallways. And one day she made the fatal error of using a pass key to come into my apartment without announcing it.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's against the law. Did you know that?
Wow.
Yeah. That is against the law. And they had heard from me. I lived in that building almost 11 years. And I called the Leonardo DiCaprio's cousin, who had only heard from me 3 other times in all the years, and it was always to save him money. Mm-hmm. And this time I called and I said, if you don't get that psycho fill in the blank away from me, you're going to have a much bigger problem. And I'll have to go to my lawyer because I've never bothered you. I said she is harassing every tenant in the building and turning this into a Nazi camp.
Wow.
And I said she needs to stay away from me or I'll open a can of whoop ass on her that she'll never forget. So she didn't bother me anymore. And I said, and by the way, please tell her I'll move when I feel like it. And not a minute sooner. And he said to me, please don't move. And I said, I'm not going anywhere right now, but one more interaction with her. And I mean, she would micromanage this guy that she brought in to be the quote-unquote manager because she was sending everybody to their lawyers in the building, you know. And I said to him, you need to tell her to stay away from me. She can micromanage you. I feel sorry for you, but she can't micromanage me. And I said, tell her to stay away from my apartment. And when it was time to move, I started looking, and I found another apartment that I liked, and it was owned by a lawyer, and the building, and he would not rent to me because I'm a psychic. And I burst out laughing. It was like, really? Okay,
Crazy.
buddy. You know, no. It was,
what did he
you know
do,
what?
Look you up?
Yeah, I'm easy to find, honey. I'm on Facebook. I'm easy to find.
Wow.
You know, and I'm very upfront about what I do. It's not a secret, you know.
And you write that on your application and things.
Yes, of course, because what? I'm going to tell them what? You know? No,
right.
I'm a mortgage banker. It's like, really?
Yeah. Well, I don't even want to put model on my thing because it raises so many questions.
Oh, please.
Like it's not like real. It's not real.
Well, the nice part is, okay, the manager of that building was a very sweet girl, and she called me and told me that he wouldn't rent to me. And I said, you know what? I said, I really appreciate you letting me know. I said, and I'm sure there is a good reason for this. I just can't imagine what it is right now. Okay? I said, and she and I wound up going out to lunch, had a lovely day, and 2 weeks later after the new people that, you know, those people that show up in taupe-colored suits, you know, they're all corporate and, you know, no sense of humor and think that they can control the universe. That's who he rented to. And she called me up about 2 weeks after they moved in. No, 2 weeks after it was rented, and it was the night they moved in. And she called me. She said, Karen, do you remember when you said that I know how much you wanted the apartment, but when you didn't get it, you weren't upset, and you said it's God saving you from yourself? She said, I'm calling you from outside the building. It must have been 11 o'clock at night. I'm calling you from outside the building because evidently they had just finished moving in, and the husband went to bed, and the wife went into the restroom. and she sat on the commode, and the entire toilet ripped out from the wall, flooded the entire building, and damaged the cars in the garage. I said, "Are you kidding?"
No way. Wow. Oh my goodness. You just can't make this stuff up.
I swear. And I said to her, "Sweetheart, when you see your boss, would you thank him for me for not renting that apartment to me?"
Oh my goodness.
So I said, "You know what? I think I'm going to look over the hill, because everything on the west side was between 700 and 900 square feet, and it was close to $3,000." And I'm going, "God, what are you people smoking?" You know, it's like, really? They put something in your water supply, you know? And so I thought, you know what? I think I'm going to look someplace right over the hill, and I found this beautiful, I wanted greenery. I have a balcony patio that goes from one end of the apartment to the other, and all trees outside and birds and squirrels, and it's so beautiful I can't even tell you.
I love that.
And the manager and his wife and 2 little boys are so lovely, there are no words. And the apartment is 1,600 square feet.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
It's like, what's the question?
Exactly.
When my air
really
conditioning, when my central air went out, that afternoon he had 4 guys come in here with brand new units, opened the closet it's in, and fixed it, and everything was good with the universe.
Wow.
It's like, yeah. And I think to myself, when you just open your mind that maybe it's not supposed to be this, and I heard that didn't work out because there's something better coming along, and that is exactly what happened. And it's not being attached or thinking you've missed something.
Yes.
You know?
And that sticks with me that you said that 2 shows ago. About
True.
Barbara. You're not going to miss it. You're not going to miss it.
Every time someone says to me, "Oh my God, what am I going to do? What if I stop doing this and I don't meet the person you told me I would?" It's like, are you joking? No. That's that 20 to 40%. You know, I don't care if it's the night you had planned on going to the circus and you changed your mind and you were supposed to meet the guy that was the clown in the circus. He'll be at IHOP waiting for you when you're done. What's the matter with you?
Or maybe he'll be the guy waiting for you in Santa Monica on the pier doing
Thank
that little
you.
showcase with the
Thank you.
circus stuff, and you want to get hankered in there and harnessed up, and you're for the first time trying to do the circus thing, and all of a sudden he's like, "Hey, I'm that guy. Remember, I knew you. You were at my show 2 weeks ago.
That's
you want to
exactly
go out
right.
for a dinner?"
That's right. Because when in Yiddish it's called beshert. It's your fated one. Okay, it's what is meant to be. And that's what it is going to be, because it's not going to be anybody else. And sometimes
people get excited.
Oh, I know, and upset when it's somebody that they get, like the lady that called, and about the guy that she works with in her office, that she has a revolving door, you know, and he can, you know, the convenience 7-Eleven number stamped on her forehead. And I said, you know, they'll be together and then break up and be together. It's like, which part of this, sweetheart, do you think is going to change?
Right.
You know, it's like it's not like he doesn't know who you are, and you know, but he wants more drama. So what do you thinking's going to happen?
More drama.
Yeah, exactly. So get out of the way, and you'll meet the right person. But it's not him.
Are there ever two people that love drama? So one loves drama, the other one loves drama. Does that ever work? I mean,
sometimes, yes.
If they don't kill each other.
Well, usually what happens is it's a dynamic that they feed. You know, it's like the one knows exactly how to trigger the drama in the other one, and then they can either fix it or contribute to it. You know? But some people, it's like, I'm surprised my sister didn't win an Academy Award for being the drama queen. You know? It is, and it's astonishing. I think, why would anybody sign up for that?
Right.
You know? And when somebody shows you that they're really difficult and nothing satisfies them, they're what I call the bottomless pit, what are you still doing there if you feel terrible in the relationship all the time? What are you still doing there?
They don't even know what good in a relationship is or feels.
No.
They may not have had it.
That's my point. It goes back to what I said before, used to-ness. It's what they are used to. And if you look at people sometimes, they will draw the most complicated parent that they had. It is if the father was an abandoner or abusive, or the mother was this strict, stay between the lines, don't even think of being anything other than how I want you to be, you know, one of those people. It is, you may be drawn to that, you know? It's because you can't work it out with that parent, so you pick a partner to try and learn that lesson. It's very interesting. Human psychology is so amazing.
Oh, yeah. And women, they are attracted to men that are like their father, but maybe their father was not so good.
No, honey, it's whichever is the most complicated parent. If I know women that are drawn to men that have the same character traits their mother had. They may have a smaller breast size, but you know.
Oh my gosh, Karen, that's such a great point, really. Because
I look at them and go, which one of your parents did you marry? You know, I mean.
Right.
And it's the truth because it's that same lesson. And it's true. I told you guys I'm still friends with my very first boyfriend.
Right.
And he said he has beautiful children. And every once in a while he'll say to me, I'm so sad. I still wish that we could be married. And I always look at him and I say, honey, that is not going to happen. He said, but why didn't we ever get married? I said, because you would not have had your beautiful children if we had gotten married. I said, we are still friends. I said, but look at this beautiful family that you built. I said, and we weren't meant to be together in this lifetime in that way. And we are wonderful friends. He knows I want nothing but the greatest joy for him. And it's like, what's the question? But that is his fantasy in this life. You know, is like
isn't that the question that they're asking you? A question that somebody's asking you, you can be complimented by.
What was the last part of that?
That you can be complimented by him just asking you that because, wow, maybe it wasn't meant to be, but he just wants you to know he loves you and loved you so much.
Oh, honey, I know that, and I don't have, and I know that,
think about
and
it.
And I understand exactly why he and I didn't get married. First of all, his parents would have.
Do you think he's
no,
fishing, Karen?
No, honey. No. I made it very clear to him. I love him dearly, but I'm not interested in destroying anybody's marriage, and I'm not going to be the other woman. And it's like, no, and I've had friends ask me, but why? And I said, because I would never want anyone to do that to me.
Exactly.
It's like I wouldn't do that to anyone. It's like stay away from other people's men. I don't care if you're in a committed relationship. It's like hands off. What?
Basically, what they were asking you is why wouldn't you be an adulterer?
I know that, but that's just not who I am. Because there it is again. It's about living a lie, and I have no interest in that.
Me neither.
That has no interest to me.
I think we're about out of time, but it's I'm sorry.
No. We're just yammering on. It's sad we never have anything to talk about, isn't it? I think I put Terry to sleep. Are you asleep or are you still here?
I'm sitting here paying attention. I'm just waiting for a little break because I wanted to have a small comment about your guys' new website. That is amazing. You guys did a really good job on that. Yes, it is.
You did a wonderful job.
Very nice. The YouTube channel, the website.
Thanks, Terry.
Great job, Miss Barbara.
Yes, she is a goddess.
Sweet.
And I have to tell Terry, I have to tell you, she and Kelly and Jonathan, I'm not joking, they did 6 months worth of work in just this last week. It's astounding. You know, and I'm just the cheering section. I get my pom-poms out and go, yay! It's the truth. You guys are astounding. I'm the person that can't figure out anything on a computer, and I look at what you guys have done, and I'm like, all righty then.
Oh, thanks. It's just the good that we are bringing to people and helping people and entertaining people even just keeps us going, right, Kelly and Johnny?
That fills my heart.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are the A team. What one person lacks, the other person makes up for. So you guys are the perfect combination, in my opinion.
That is.
Wow.
You have excellent taste.
Yeah.
You have excellent taste, Terry. That's all I can say.
Well, thanks everybody.
That's why I'm here.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, thank you. I love you guys.
Thank you, Barbara. Thank you, Kelly.
Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night.